Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Kubernetes Community Days UK. Hopefully you've had a nice lunch break. You've had some time to think about the talks from this morning, and you're all set for some excellent talks this afternoon. So one of the things we mentioned this morning was part of the event is we are supporting two UK-based charities. The event, Kubernetes Community Days, is run by volunteers and is not for profit. So any money we raise from sponsorship, we want to give back to charities that are in our community. And what we've tried to do is this time is actually offer a chance for those charities to give us some information about what they do. So I'm really, really excited to be able to introduce Floriane. She's going to talk about Stemettes and the work that she does with that charity. So I cannot wait to hear. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a really great day. And again, thank you to the Kubernetes team for letting me talk and for partnering with us this week. So my name is Floriane Fidegnon. I'm a manufacturing engineer by background and have been a Stemettes alumna for about 8 years now. They've been struggling to get rid of me since 2013. But yeah, I've participated in a number of their programs over the years, Outbox Incubator, a couple of others, and have also been very privileged to speak to their wide network of young women that they engage. So the first question is, who are Stemettes? We're an organization working to show that STEM is for women, young girls, non-binary folks, and for all. So we were founded by Dr. Anne-Marie Imafidon in 2013. She is the youngest girl to ever pass her A-level in computing. While speaking at a tech conference, she discovered she was part of the shrinking women in STEM minority. And so her New Year's resolution was to change the social norms around technical women through the Stemettes project. I really admire her. I think she's an eminent thought leader in the space, a real advocate for change, and has created an organization that lives up this value day to day. And just a quick plug, if you haven't already, Anne-Marie was on Channel 4's Countdown last week as part of their Black to Front programming. So if you haven't had a watch, I encourage you to do so this afternoon. So we work to inspire, support and motivate young women between 5 and 25 into STEM fields. And one of the key parts of our work is that our programs are free to attend, fun-filled and always food-filled. And we operate across UK and Ireland. And we recognize that there are multiple ways to enter these sectors, and so engage with industry, academia, and entrepreneurship, influencing teachers, parents, peers, and communities. So what we do can be broken down into 3 layers, and we kind of work to build a number of interventions for our target audiences, since we work with such a broad range and such a wide age group. And we try to help develop the young person's journey and help them to start at the bottom and rise to the top. We measure all our impact through the annual report, which can be found on stemetsfutures.org. But the first part is really around inspirational content. So aggregated across social media and our various platforms, we work to engage with young people, build that strong social following. And these are generally through our social media, Stemettes Sign, newsletters, and our closed social network. And that's available 24 hours globally to all. And then as you rise sort of to the middle, we build this impactful events, which are shorter term interventions between 3 hours to a week. And that's where we connect young people with their peers in really relaxed environments. And those usually take the form of panels, hackathons, and future summits, which are our larger scale conferences. And then at the very top is how we build intersectional cohorts, and we think about creating longer term interventions, and that can go from a week to a year. And this is how we try to create that continuous pipeline of engagement with STEM skills and with the sector from sort of 16 onwards. And this is through our mentoring, certification academies, and our STEM clubs. And 3 things I really want to signpost is that those partnerships across 3 areas really aims to create engagement with young women from 5 all the way up to 25. In our 2021 report, we found that 75% of our alumni have gone into STEM careers by the age of 26. And we really focus on intersectionality. So 21% of those who engaged in our programs were eligible for free school meals, which is how we tried to track low income backgrounds. And 48% of the young women we engaged with were from underrepresented ethnic backgrounds. And I think that shows how we understand that the women looking to get into the STEM sectors are not a homogenous group, and we're aiming to track their progress. So I thought I might bring it back to the people and who are these young women and what do they end up doing going forward. And I always really love talking about these three examples. Jess and AJ I know personally, both fantastic women. So Jess, she said Stemettes in 3 words is empowering, motivating and strong. She attended our events as a teen and she's now building a successful STEM career and serves as a role model and speaker on our program. So she's now part of our youth panel. And what I find really amazing, she never really talks about this, but I think she should shout it from the rooftops, is at 21, she's the youngest Agile Scrum Master in the world. And I think that's fantastic. And then we've got a coding event attendee who on her 13th birthday, the only place she wanted to be is at a Stemettes hackathon, which I think is awesome. So she said, today's my 13th birthday and I'm spending it exactly where I want to be at the Stemettes hackathon. And I think that says enough. And AJ, I met 8 years ago when we were both working together in the Outbox incubator. She's attended hundreds of our events, volunteered hundreds of hours of time, and has helped to run with our workshops and is now working with one of our partners hosting events. And she started at 15 and has now come full circle. And these are just a small sample of the multitude of women that you come across throughout the Stemettes network, who develop relationships with each other throughout the forums that we create, but also advocate for themselves and are looking to engage with each other and to create that sort of community of women who are hoping to change the sector going forward. And I think this is really key because we know historically that women are less likely to pursue STEM careers if they have a lack of role models and peer groups. And I think creating that is extreme key factor. And I just love the fact that Stemettes have created and facilitated a community that is entirely self-directed, and you can see that on the zine and you can see that on the closed social media network. And so having reached 50,000 young people, we're looking to grow that future generation of innovators, and we're continuing in our work and we'll continue to do so. So just to end is kind of how can you join us on our mission? So there are a number of ways to get involved with Stemettes, and please do contact me after if you're interested. If you believe that your organization might be willing to partner and fund a program, we'd be welcome to working with you. We are also a charity, so Stemettes Futures is a charity. So if you can, donate. Also volunteer as an individual with inspirational, operational or fundraising support. I think it's really key that we build role models from people who are already in the sector. And so we always look for people who are in STEM, who are willing to engage with young people. Follow us on social media at Stemettes, like, retweet and engage, have a look at what we get up to, and subscribe to our newsletter, which is where we often put all the information about upcoming events and kind of future partnerships. So thank you for having me. Really great to have a bit of a platform, but please do feel free to contact us, and looking forward to seeing what the rest of the day brings.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much. It's a topic that I am very passionate about, and there's so many, I have so many questions that I would like to ask. Like, I would personally like to join in. So thank you for that information at the end. I will definitely try and figure out how I can participate. I also have a 10-year-old daughter who is quite into Minecraft and Roblox, which I'm trying to encourage because she loves trying to play games and write her own games. And so she's quite into that. So thank you so much. Thank you for the work that you do. And thank you for coming to talk to us about it.
Thanks for having me. Take care.